What's up, guys? Killjoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have a long-awaited sequel that I've been waiting to see for the past 10 years. Today we're going to be talking about Zombieland 2, and if there's going to be a Zombieland 3. I was so excited for this movie, and I was not disappointed, and neither will you be. So before I get into it, please like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Now let's get into it. First of all, I want to start this off by saying that the critics are so wrong about this movie. Everyone's saying, oh, it's been 10 years since we've had a Zombieland movie, so it's just not the same. It's so 2009, they're trying to bring references back, and oh, it's not funny because they rely on, oh, we're dumb because we didn't live through 2019. No, not at all. I totally disagree. This movie is just as funny, just as crazy as the first movie, in my opinion. Loved the plot line. Usually sequels don't get it right with the plot. It's a little confusing, but I think it was a good thing they waited 10 years. Because maybe if they just put out another movie in the next 2 years after that, 2011, whatever, it might not have been the same. I really liked the plot personally, and I thought the jokes were hilarious. All the characters had a moment to shine in this film as well. Everyone's saying, oh, well, Nevada's just a character they added to be, no, Woody Harrelson's love interest. No, I totally disagree. She saved the day. She came with the monster truck and killed all the T-800s. That's what? Like, I think some people just saw a different movie. Some people just want to find stuff in their movies that they just don't want to like. They just don't want to like this movie because it's been 10 years. And people are angry that it's been 10 years since we had another Zombieland movie. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta wait for things. This is a good movie. You had to wait 10 years to see it. I absolutely love this movie, and what was fantastic is all the new characters had a moment to shine. Everybody did. Even the existing characters had like a great moment. I thought Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone's banter when they were in the car together and they're sitting next to Madison, that is like so funny to me. I don't know. I loved their banter there. They both had some hilarious lines. And Zoe Deutsch as Madison was absolutely fantastic as well. She stole the show. I thought her performance was really funny. I think the peanut allergy thing, that plot line, I'm not gonna lie, that was a little weird. Talking about plot stuff, that was like, come on. She threw up just like everyone else who turned into a zombie. This movie really explores a whole new aspects of zombies and stuff, like a lot more in depth than it went into in the first movie, which I appreciate. Now, this movie isn't all about zombies. That's the thing that's so fantastic. I think a lot of people watch this movie and they're like, meh, it's not realistic. It's not like how stuff would go down in the apocalypse. No, but this is you know how I describe Zombieland? Zombieland is how you want an apocalypse to go. When you're a kid and you realize, oh, I gotta do all this crap with my life, I have all this responsibility. Something that goes through your head is, I wish there was a zombie apocalypse so I could just stay inside and play video games. That is what Zombieland is. Zombieland is this fun apocalypse where anything goes and you're gonna be fine. We're gonna hang out with these fun characters. That's what these movies are all about. These fantastic characters that we get to just hang out with for an hour and a half. I will say though that this movie does focus more on zombies, which I think is interesting. It's more 50-50, I guess, in this movie than the first movie. We also get introduced to some new zombies, which we don't see a lot of besides like the T-800s that are so impossible to kill. First couple scenes in the movie is introducing us to these new zombies, and we never really see any of them, which is odd. I personally loved Zombieland 2, and it's not doing as well in the box office, unfortunately. It's only making about $63 million. For a horror comedy, though, that's not bad, but still at the same time, is it enough to justify another sequel? I don't know. I would love a Zombieland 3. I think they could just keep pumping these movies out. Unfortunately, I think they just waited too long to make this sequel, although it was just fantastic. And look, I'm a killjoy. I spoil things. That's why my name is Killjoy Jake, because I spoil things. I'm sorry. I'm not going to warn you. If you're watching, you shouldn't be watching a video about a movie that you want to go see. Go see the movie, then watch these videos. I'm just gonna say it flat out, Bill Murray is in this movie, and it was an awesome surprise cameo, which I was not expecting. Now, when I saw the movie, the film cut out right when that happened, after the credits, and I'm like, what? Oh my god, so I was so mad, but I did end up looking it up on YouTube, and everyone I went with, we all watched it walking out of the theater, and it was hilarious. Al Roker turns into a zombie and tries to attack Bill Murray during a Garfield 3 interview. If you don't want to see the movie, if you're like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Zombieland 2, whatever, yeah, they'll make a sequel, it's probably not as good. At least watch this cameo, because honestly, this is one of the best parts of the movie, was the after the credits scene. Very funny. I'm so happy Bill Murray was actually in it, because there was actually a joke in the movie about, if I ever find that guy that killed Bill Murray, I swear to God, I'm gonna shoot him in the face and all this, and Jesse Eisenberg's all nervous. Really funny. Like I said, I mean, this movie was just as funny as the first one. Had some brutal face smashes, blood and gore, lots of good zombie kills as well, if you're looking for that in the movie. And the other thing is, the thing that draws me to this movie is the characters. The reason I want more of these movies is I just love hanging out with these guys. Woody Harrelson, the cowboy Texas guy, and then Jesse Eisenberg, the nerdy, like, more, I'm a little more timid, I just love hanging out with these characters, and that's why I would love to see more of these films. But is there going to be a Zombieland 3? Probably not, unfortunately. If you know anything about these writers, Reese and Wernick, they also made some movie you might have heard of. It's called Deadpool. It's a little indie film that no one really watches, but you know, it's pretty good. No, but seriously, Deadpool and Deadpool 2, they're some of my favorite films of all time, excluding horror movies, of course. I love these writers. I think they do fantastic comedy. They really mix comedy well into different genres, like the superhero genre or the horror genre. I'd love to see more from these guys. I'd love to see more. It doesn't have to be Zombieland, but just, they're great at creating characters. They're great at creating characters that I want to hang out with. Like, I would love to hang out with Deadpool. I would just love to talk to that guy, to be totally, and his buddies. So if they do anything more in the future, I hope it's stuff like Zombieland and Deadpool, if I'm being totally honest, because I love those movies. They're fantastic because of the characters, not because of so much of the superhero aspect or the zombie horror aspect. But thank you guys so much for watching my video on Zombieland 3. Please like this video and subscribe for all that juicy horror content. It's Halloween week, so anything can happen. I'm gonna definitely be posting on Halloween. I might post something Friday. So thank you so much, and don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.